Imagine winning $10 million with your wife, only for her and her rich family to sit you down a week later and say, "Pack your bags. This money isn't yours." They thought they could erase me from the picture, but they forgot one thing. I don't go down without a fight. If you've ever been blindsided by someone you trusted, hit that like button, because this story is about to show you what true, poetic justice looks like. And trust me, you're going to love how this ends. My name is Ethan Caldwell, and for most of my life, I considered myself a simple man. I built houses, managed projects, earned an honest $90K a year. It wasn't glamorous, but it paid for our 3-bedroom home in Boise, Idaho. My wife Sophia and I had been married for 9 years, and though her wealthy family never truly accepted me, we were happy. At least, I thought we were. Everything changed one September morning in 2024. Sophia had been playing the same lottery numbers for years. Our birthdays, our anniversary, a few lucky numbers. And that day, those numbers hit. We were suddenly holding a $10 million ticket. $6.8 million after taxes. For a moment, I thought we were unstoppable. Sophia screamed. We danced in the kitchen. We called her parents. I thought we were celebrating as a team. But when her family showed up that night, champagne in hand, I noticed something different. The hugs were tight, but their smiles weren't for me. They were sharp, hungry, like they were already carving me out of the picture. Over the next week, Sophia became someone I didn't recognize. Whispered phone calls behind closed doors. Secret meetings with her father. I'd ask, "What's going on?" And she'd brush me off. "Don't worry, Dad knows how to handle money." Then came October 10th. I came home from work, mud on my boots, and found her family sitting in my dining room like they owned the place. Sophia's father, Edward, leaned back, all smug confidence. Sophia looked at me, cold, like a stranger. "Ethan," she said. Her voice clipped. "We need to discuss our future." Edward jumped in. "This money needs protection. You understand, right? Our money," I corrected. Silence. Then Sophia dropped the bomb. "I think we should separate. The money's mine." That moment broke something inside me. My wife, my partner, was throwing me out of my own home over money we'd won together. And her parents just sat there, nodding like they'd been waiting for this. I packed my bag and left that night. But I didn't just disappear. I checked into a cheap motel and called Laura Bennett, one of the best divorce attorneys in Boise. When Laura read our prenup, she smiled. "This is good, really good." She pointed to a clause that changed everything. "Any winnings or prizes acquired during the marriage are marital property." The Harrisons thought the prenup protected Sophia's wealth, but it actually guaranteed I had a legal claim to half the winnings. I could feel hope creeping back in, but I knew the Harrisons wouldn't go down easy, and they didn't. They hired Gregory Vance, the most cutthroat lawyer money could buy. They called me a gold digger, a freeloader. Vance tried to argue that because Sophia picked the numbers, the money was hers alone. But Laura was relentless. We pulled bank statements proving the ticket was bought with our joint account. Like every other ticket, for the last 9 years. We even had security footage from the Albertsons where she bought it. Meanwhile, Sophia was spending like crazy. New Audi Q7, $600K deposit on a loft downtown, ski trips to Sun Valley. Her Instagram posts were basically evidence of how she was mingling marital assets. Laura gathered every screenshot. By the time we got to court, I wasn't scared anymore. I was ready. In February 2025, we stood before Judge Margaret Ellison. Vance painted me as a man who married into money and was cashing out. But then Laura took the floor. She laid out the prenup clause, the joint bank account purchases, the Instagram evidence, even a filing from Vance himself that admitted the ticket was bought with marital funds. Sophia crumbled on the stand. Laura asked her why she didn't put the winnings in her separate account if she truly believed they were hers. She hesitated, then admitted she hadn't thought about it. The Harrisons offered me $1.5 million to settle. I refused. They offered $3 million. I refused again. This wasn't just about money anymore. It was about them trying to erase me. Finally, on March 20th, Judge Ellison delivered the verdict. The winnings are marital property, and Mr. Caldwell is entitled to half. Half, $3.4 million. I walked out of that courthouse feeling 10 feet tall. Sophia had to sell the Audi, cancel her loft deposit, and wire me my share. And me? I used that money to buy a construction firm. Today, Caldwell Builds employs 42 people and builds eco-friendly homes all over Boise. Sophia still works for her father, earning just $45,000 a year. The Harrisons don't speak to me anymore. And honestly, I sleep just fine. They thought they could break me. Instead, they handed me the biggest win of my life. Sometimes karma doesn't come from the universe. It comes from knowing your worth and fighting back. Sophia's family tried to erase me, but in the end, their greed was their downfall. What do you think? Was I right to fight for my half? Or should I have walked away? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read everyone. And if you love a good justice story, hit that subscribe button, because there are plenty more where this came from.